Hey, how's it going, guys? Back for this 14-game slate for Tuesday. This video specifically, I'm going to focus on GPP plays, so it's gonna be not really like my other videos where I kind of talked about some of the chalk plays, but today I'm going to give you guys some plays that I like. If you're making GPP lineups, I like these plays a lot. They're going to probably go overlooked a little bit, and with the Diamondbacks game being well above the field on the total at 5.7, in cash games, stack up the Diamondbacks again. Hopefully they come through tonight. But in GPPs, baseball is just so volatile that anything can happen. Like last night with the Diamondbacks, really not getting it going at all after the first inning. So anything can happen in baseball. In GPPs, it makes sense to fade them because you're really trying to get anywhere in the top 5 spots. And if you go with the chalky stack, it's very hard to kind of defeat everybody else. So I'm going to give you guys some other plays that I like today that will differentiate in some roster construction strategies. First up, we have German Marquez. Marquez has been just amazing lately. His swinging strike rate is through the roof. He's getting a ton of Ks here. And I'm not sure a lot of people are going to pick on the Astros here, but I have no problem picking on the Astros when their lineup looks like this. Correa's back. That's a positive for them, but Correa strikes out a ton, 26% this year against righties. Without Altuve, without Springer, top to bottom, their lineup is not scary. They have a bunch of guys near the bottom that K a lot, and the Astros, we all know they just, for some reason, they cannot get it going at home this year. So Marquez on the road, he's been amazing on the road this season. He has even been really good at home in Coors over the past month, but I think he has so much upside at 8,400 just because he can rack up the Ks at an elite rate. Like last game, he had 10 strikeouts against the Pirates, and we know the Pirates have the lowest strikeout rate this year, so that was impressive. So even though he got hit up, for 3 runs, he still got you 20 DraftKings points. And this time, instead of Coors, he's going into Houston, which is a much better ballpark shift. And then next up, I'm going to go Pivetta at 7,600. I love playing Nick Pivetta just because his strikeout rate is through the roof at 11.1 K per 9 this year. Puts him right up there with some of the likes of Max Scherzer, a little bit behind him. But Pivetta at 7,600, a great price tag for him, even though it is against the Red Sox. The Red Sox are going into a National League park, which means no DH, and the pitcher gets to pitch. So with Porcello hitting, that should be an easy 2 to 3 strikeouts for Pivetta. And we know he can strike out anybody, especially all the righties that they have. And the best hitters on the Red Sox are the righties. So I think Pivetta gets a much better advantage there because he has been amazing against righties this year. So I like Pivetta at 7,600 as a nice GPP play because he does have tournament winning upside on the slate, and that's what we're looking for. Third base, I'm going to pay up for Jose Ramirez, just one of the best hitters on the slate. He is the best hitter on the slate, just been so good. 3 more hits last night against the Reds. We know the ballpark is amazing for lefties. As a switch hitter against Romano, who has been getting crushed by lefties, and Ramirez has a 370 ISO against right-handed pitching. I love Ramirez again today. He can easily hit 2 home runs, maybe even go have a triple dong game and just completely break the slate. So at 5,900, with guys paying up for Paxton, with some of the guys paying up for the top arms on the slate, we could see Ramirez fall under 20% owned in GPPs, and against a matchup with Romano, I'm going to be all for that. So I like Ramirez at 5,900. Shortstop, I like Asdrubal Cabrera at 4,100. I love the Phillies stack because they are always under-owned in tournaments. Nobody really likes to stack the Phillies because they got a reputation of being one of the highest strikeout rate teams this year, and they do strike out a lot, but they also hit a bunch of home runs. Like 2 through 7 in the lineup can hit 20 home runs this year without even blinking an eye. All of them can hit 20-plus home runs. And Cabrera has been very great in his new team, especially in Citizens Bank Park, which is just an amazing ballpark. Cabrera was already having an amazing season, coming from Citi Field and that big ballpark, but at home this year he's been amazing. In 20 at-bats, he has 2 home runs, 350 average. We know Porcello struggles a lot more against lefties with the fly balls, and Cabrera does have a lot of power. He has so much more power against righties than lefties. This year he has a 522 slugging percentage to go with a 246 ISO against right-handed pitching. So I like Cabrera at 4,100. Nice price tag on him. In the outfield, we go with, I like Wil Myers a lot here at 4,300. Barrea has been getting crushed by righties. His home run per 9 to righties is over 2.3. Against righties, he's giving up a lot of fly balls. This ballpark is not great for home runs, but it has improved over the past couple years, especially for right-handed bats. And we all know Wil Myers is a reverse splits hitter. Hits a lot better against righties. And look at the numbers for Cabrera against righties. He's given up a 4.02 WOBA to righties, a 258 ISO, to go with a very small 15% K rate and a 44% fly ball rate. So I like Wil Myers here, another guy that has double dong potential coming back from injury, second game back. So I like him. He has great upside, and he's a good price at only $4,300. And last but not least, I got to go with Rhys Hoskins at $4,100. Against a righty, Rhys Hoskins is another guy that has a lot more power. Against righties, him and Wil Myers fall in the same boat where they are reverse splits hitters. Hoskins has not been great lately, but at $4,100, I love the price tag on him. He's been a lot better at home in Citizens Bank Park with the power, 13 home runs at home, 526 slugging percentage, and Porcello does not really scare me. He's given up 18 home runs on the season so far. Phillies do hit a lot of home runs. They should tag him for a couple, hopefully. So I like Hoskins at $4,100. Tons of upside for him, and he was raking before they went on the road trip. So coming back home, I think it should help him. So those are the plays for tonight. Those are all GPP plays. For cash games, I would probably just stack up Arizona, but for GPPs, you got to be different, and going with the Phillies mini stack with a couple Indians and maybe one or two Padres is a way to be different on the slate, especially with the pitching that I gave you guys. So those are the GPP plays for tonight. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Good luck today.